As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be bleaching my hair blonde. This is not the first time I've done blonde. I did blonde, I believe, last year. I keep looking up and down. I'm looking at the video and I'm looking at the lens, you know, that right there. Disclaimer, I am not a hair colorist. I'm not a stylist. This is just what I do for me. What I do for me may not work for you. So please, if you are comfortable with doing it on your own, like I'm comfortable with doing it on myself, then by all means go for it. If you are not comfortable and you just want to sit here and watch me either fuck up or do a great job, then continue watching. Do not come into the comments like, oh, you're doing it wrong, or you're doing this, you should have done this. Honestly, like, what works for me works for me. So I thank you for your comments and suggestions. So I've been wanting to do this for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now, but I had my husband cut my hair because I had it like, it was like relaxed and it was longer at the top, faded on the sides and stuff like that, and chop it all off. I don't mind cutting my hair. I love being bald. And he cut it really, really low. So I needed to make sure that I had some hair on my scalp for the color to actually come through. I have my Quick Blue here. I got this from my local beauty supply store. I have my T18. I feel like every black girl uses T18 for the perfect blonde. I have my 40 volume developer here. That's what I'm going to be mixing with the powder bleach. I have my 20 volume developer here, which is what I'm going to be using in conjunction with the T18 toner. If you guys want to use the brush applicator, you can do that. A mixing bowl, preferably like plastic. You don't want to use a metal bowl. And yeah, so I'm gonna bring you guys into the bathroom with me to get everything started. So I'm only going to do this process once. I am not going to be retouching up my roots once they grow in, because I kind of want that dark root blonde tip look as my hair grows. But I am not going to be re-bleaching and re-bleaching and re-bleaching. I'm just going to do this process one time and one time only. And make sure you're wearing something that you don't mind getting bleach on. An old t-shirt. I have on an old like house lounge dress that I don't mind getting dirty. And yeah, stay tuned. I'm in my bathroom and I have everything that I need for the coloring. So I'm just going to show you guys what I have. So I have this little mixing bowl. I had this for a while, but I brought this at Sally's. You could use any bowl you want. I've used plastic bowls. You can use any bowl, just not a metal bowl. And I have gloves. I have my 40 and my 20 volume developer. I got this from beauty supply store. This was $1.50. This was $3.30. Blue. I like the packets because I don't need, obviously, a lot of bleach. I don't have any hair. So I got this at the beauty supply store too. I don't know how much this was, but it wasn't expensive. And I have my T18 developer to put a little bit of coconut oil all over my scalp, just so I don't have any type of like burning sensation. Oh, and a tip, and I'm saying this because this is something that I went through, so this is just off of experience. For me, do not wash your hair prior to bleaching. Do not scratch your head. Do not vigorously brush or comb your scalp, because it will burn, and you do not want that. It will burn, it will burn. I've been through that, and once your hair starts to burn, you're ready to wash it out and it didn't fully process, and then everything is just messed up. So put some Vaseline around the edges and around my ears and around the nape of my neck, just to protect it from the bleach. So that's what we're gonna do now. I have some Vaseline here. And you're just gonna put this around the perimeter of the head. So here I'm just prepping the scalp for bleaching and just going to protect my skin around the hairline. Then I'm gonna take some coconut oil This I got from Trader Joe's. And you just take a little bit. Like I said, I don't have a lot of hair, so I don't need that much product. And I like to just dip my finger and just rub it all over. Like that. Put it behind my ears too. We are ready to begin the process. All right, so let's start. Put your gloves on. I have my gloves on. I'm gonna cut this open. So the packet is enough for me. If you obviously need more, you would put more powdered bleach and then more developer as you go, but this is enough for my hair. And you're gonna take your 40 and you're kind of just gonna measure it. I just eyeball it until it's a creamy consistency. It's better to start off little by little because you can always build, you can't take away. So make sure you're in a well ventilated area because the smell is very strong. So funky that is. You want it a little bit more creamier, so we're gonna add a little bit more. Like that. See how creamy that is? But it's still pretty thick, it's not too runny. That's kind of what we're looking for. Like that. Use a brush applicator. You can use your hands. I prefer using my hand. I don't need to do the brush or anything like that. So let's go. So as you'll see, I'm starting at the middle of my head. I'm gonna work my way towards the edges, only because the edges are going to literally take seconds to lighten up. So I wanna make sure that the middle of my head is fully saturated and it takes the bleach well before I add it to the perimeter of my head. I think I'm gonna go get my mirror so I can have better, I could see it a little bit more better because the camera is really not helping. So give me 1 second. I have my mirror, I'm just gonna use this as a guide. To make sure I have every piece fully covered. So here you're just gonna see me continuing rubbing the bleach all around my head until it's completely covered, going behind the ears, all the way down the back of the neck, because you actually don't realize those little hairs that you don't catch are gonna show up after you rinse this out. For all of my ladies or men who have longer hair doing this, take your time. It is not a rush process. I would still start at the middle of the head or at the nape of the head and work your way to the edges because those are going to be the areas that take the longest to lighten up. So take your time. And so we're gonna keep that like that. I think I got every piece. Yeah, so we're gonna let this process, and this usually takes about, for me, a good 20 minutes, and then we'll see what it looks like, so stay tuned. 20 minutes later, and this is what we're looking like. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I am going to rinse this out and make sure all the bleach is rinsed out completely. And then we're gonna go in and tone it. So after I rinse it out, I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. And I'm not gonna wash it or shampoo or anything like that. I'm simply just using warm water to rinse out the bleach. That is it, because we're gonna apply the toner right after on towel dried hair, not washed hair. After we do the toning and everything, then we will go ahead and wash it the way we normally would. So stay tuned. This is what we're looking like. A whole Duracell battery, boo. So this is fine for me because once it tones, it's gonna all come together, hopefully. Sorry, it's really bright, guys, but whatever. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like in natural lighting anyway, but Right now we're going to do the process of the toner. I got another bowl. Like I said, you can use a plastic bowl. It worked for me. Another fork, because we're going to be mixing, and we're going to do the 20 with the T18. Okay, that's what we're doing. So I like to measure it is, we will pour the entire contents of the toner inside the bowl. I'll pour the 20 volume developer in here until it's full, pour it, and then pour another, pour it. So that's what we're gonna do. And then we're just gonna mix it until it's all mixed in and blended well together. It's gonna have like a jelly-like consistency, if that makes sense. I'll show you guys. Hope you guys can see that. And then we're just gonna apply it. Get your gloves, another pair of gloves. You don't want to use the same ones. I have the left hand because I didn't use it. After a while, you're gonna see the toner start to turn purple. That's perfectly normal. So don't be afraid. It's not gonna turn your hair purple because we're not gonna leave it on long enough for it to do that. So we're gonna just repeat the same process as if we were bleaching. You're gonna rub the toner all over the head. This time you don't have to focus on just the middle. Just make sure that everywhere you had bleach, where you wanna lighten the hair, is where you're going to apply the toner. Make sure every spot is covered, saturated, and yeah. I need to get my lashes done, y'all. This is crazy. So what you're gonna do now, we're gonna leave this on the head for up to 30 minutes. Me, I like to keep it on for a good 20 minutes, the same amount of time that I did the bleach, because then it gets to the color that I want. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I'm going according to what the box is telling you. It says up to 30 minutes. So whatever is your comfort, your level, whatever color you're trying to achieve, you do it based off of that. We'll see the final look. So I'm in the middle of it processing. I have about 5 more minutes left, but I wanted to show you guys really quick. This is what I mean by the purple. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. We're gonna wash it out in a couple minutes, and then I will show you how everything comes together. So real quick, because I'm literally headed out the door, this is the final look. And it came up kind of okay. It's more on the honey blonde side, but I could deal with it for now. It's pretty good. Obviously got the makeup, lashes going, eyebrows. I feel like every hairstyle just looks really good when you're fully put together. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment, like, subscribe, do all of those good things. Support your girl, and I will see you guys in the next video.